Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So we're going to use Madame Glam, we're going to use Salty Foam and Latutu. Latutu, oh, I don't know. I will apply the first coat with you and then I will apply the second coat off camera. I do apply 3 coats of the Salty Foam and I will cure these for 60 seconds in my LED lamp, and it's 2 minutes in at a UV. You'll have to excuse me because I've yeah, I don't know if you remember me saying a couple of days ago that I wasn't feeling very well. Today I've tested positive for COVID, so that would be why. Mum's got it as well, which is lovely right on top of Christmas. But anyway, I am joining Sheree and the girls on Shemodern Saturday again, so there will be a playlist in the pinned comment. These are the nails done, and I'm going to apply a matte top coat to all of the nails. Then this is just an old buffer that I have just laying around in the nail room, and I'm just going to lightly buff off the surface, and then I will rub them off with rubbing alcohol. So these are the stamping plates I'm going to use today. Kads Christmas 019 and also 012. And I'm also going to use Beauty Big Bang XL30 and also STZFS05 and also opaque white and red sticky stamping polish, red hollow glitter. I'm going to use the blue teal metallic pearl shimmer, or shimmer first, and then the aqua blue glitter as well. And I'm going to use my Shemodern stamper and scraper as well. So I'm going to go in with the opaque white first. I do have discount code for Shemodern, Madame Glam, and Beauty Big Bang as well. So don't forget to take advantage of them. I'm only going to talk a little bit through this video because I don't want to start coughing, and yeah, it's a bit hard to breathe at the moment. So yeah, but I will briefly explain to you what I'm going to do. So we're doing presents today. I don't think I said that. So I'm going to take this image. I've picked it up and I'm just going to plop it on the nail where I want it to be. So there you go. That's the first image there, and it says Merry Christmas on it. And then I'm going to put this tiny little present just at the bottom, because I didn't want to put anything too big at the bottom. So I thought, well, if I go with this smaller size, then it would be better. So I'm just going to take off what I don't want, just gently pushing my scraper into my stamper, and then I'm just going to pop this on the nail, just at a slight slant, and that is that one there. And then I'm going to go in with the glitter now. I'm going to go in with the aqua blue first, and we're going to do the present at the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to disperse a small amount that's shot out everywhere, and I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to lightly press it into the image first, and then once I know it's all covered, because you'll be able to feel it, I'm then going to gently buff it, and then I will wipe it off with a brush. It's not soft, but not really stiff. I'm going to go in with the red hollow glitter as well, and I'm going to put it over the top of the little like snowflake thing and Merry Christmas in the middle. You can't really see this very well. I'm not sure why. I think it's just because the lettering is very small. But you can see it in person, but the camera just doesn't pick it up very well. So I've just lightly buffed that in, and then I'm going to go in with the blue teal now. And I'm just going to pop a small amount on. I don't think I've ever used this one before, but I'm just going to gently tap some out, and then I'm just going to gently press it in and just move it around. Now it does get stuck to the nail a little bit. I must not have buffed it enough at the top. So I'm going to show you what I do. I take a lint-free wipe, spray some rubbing alcohol on it. Don't leave it completely saturated. You want it wet, but slightly damp, not soaking wet. After you've brushed it off, get your lint-free wipe, put a bit of rubbing alcohol on it. Obviously drain some of it off so it's like damp, not soaking wet. And then I would gently kind of fold it kind of into like a point almost, and then I will gently, very gently, otherwise you're going to rub the stamping polish off, and just gently go around and just remove what I don't want. And then yep, I must not have buffed it enough, so it got stuck to the matte top coat. That's why if you're gonna use these on a matte, make sure you do buff the whole surface. I must have just not got it around the top, and that is that one there. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna add opaque iceberg as well, and I'm gonna go in with the other Christmas plate now, and I'm gonna do a little bit of layering. So I scrape very low and evenly, and with an even speed as well, not really fast but not too slow, kind of in the middle. And then I will pick up the image very slowly, not hard, just gently, sort of very gently roll it over, and then I'm going to stamp it down. So I missed a little bit, it's still stuck on the stamper, so I will line it up the best I can. This is my old stamper, I should really start using my newer one, because at the bottom of it you can't really see. I'm just going to let that sit just for a couple of seconds, maybe 5 seconds, something like that. I'm going to go in with the blue glitter, and I'm very gently pushing it in because it's still quite wet. I should have left it a little bit longer, because you do have a window where you can wait, but don't leave it like 5-10 minutes. But yeah, you do have a small window, but I'm just rubbing it all in, pushing it into the image, and then I'll make sure it's definitely all covered, and then I will gently buff it. That little bit was not covered there. Oh, far too much glitter, it shoots out of this one. And then I will take my brush again, and I will brush over the image and brush off any excess glitter. And then that is that one done for now. And then I'm going to go in with the red next. I'm going to pick up the present image the same way. You want to scrape low and slow, like that. And then gently roll your stamp over. Don't put pressure on the stamper, just let it roll over. It still was a little bit patchy, but I'm putting glitter on it, so you won't be able to see. So I will just stamp that on where I want it to be, and then I will go in with the red glitter on this one. So again, you just want to put a small amount on. Make sure your finger's clean. Just get a lint roller and just like get the glitter off your finger doing it that way. And just gently tap it in, push it into the image. When you're satisfied it's covered, gently buff it off, gently buff round in little circular motions, just to make sure it's all kind of buffed in there. Don't put too much pressure on, very light. And then you can brush off the excess glitter again. And then this is what we've got so far. So I'm going to go in with the white next and add the detail, because I wanted the presents to be glittery, not the ribbon around the presents. I know I've already used this plate in another set, but I do really like this plate. It's a really nice little Christmas plate. You can get really creative. It's got lots of different images on it. I do really like the Kads plates. They work very well as well. The stamping polishes work great as well. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to line it up, and then once I'm satisfied it's lined up, I will then stamp it on the nail. And then we will do the present underneath, and then I will stamp that one on the nail. On the next one, we're going to go in with the white. I'm not going to smother the whole image because it's quite liney, so you don't need loads of polish. I'm going to cover the whole image though, and again I'm going to scrape low, and then I'm going to pick the image up. Great pick up once again, and then just take off the excess, and then I will stamp this on the nail. Just going to line it up and then stamp it on. Good thing about this stamper is it's reinforced, so it won't cave in, which is brilliant. It's a really, really good idea. So I'm going to take a mix of the red and the blue, and I will add an extra bit at the top and a tiny little bit at the bottom, but I do that off camera because I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to fill that top bit up, but I just went in with another little bit of the image and just did that off camera. So I'm just going to move both the glitters around. I'm pushing it into the image, just moving it around, pushing it in, just making sure that it's all covered, and then I will give it the gentle sort of rub in circular motions. And then once I'm satisfied it's all covered, I will then go in with a softer brush this time, because they're very thin images, so I'll go in with a softer one this time. And then that is the nail there. So what am I doing now? I'm going to go in with the bow. So I must have had a bit of glitter on this stamping plate, because when I first scraped it, you can see there's a gap there. So it must have been a bit of glitter that actually got onto the plate. So I'm just going to take my cotton claw with some acetone. It's already got acetone on it. And I'm just going to wipe it off and then pick it up again. So just make sure you're filling it enough. Don't overfill it, just make sure you've got enough. You'll come to know how much you need to use the more you do stamping. And this Shemodern sticky stamping polish is amazing. It's so good. It's amazing for beginners and people who have been doing stamping for a long time. It gives you so much ability. You can add glitter and pigments and foil and everything to your nail art. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, my phone was gonna die. So once I'm happy, I will stamp it down, and then I'm gonna go in with the red glitter again. Oh, I just had to sort my finger out because I still had some blue on it. So I've gone in with the red, and then I'm gently pushing it into the image again, and I'll just take just a tiny little bit more because it wasn't quite enough. And again, just the same thing, move it about, push it into the image, slightly buff it, and then wipe it off, brush it off, and then yeah, you're good to go. And then I will go in with the opaque white just to finish off this present. I'm not going to add anything else. I'm not going to add anything else to this set. It was, yeah. So I'm going to add in the bow detail now. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I've picked up the image and I'm just cleaning up. Not that you can see, because I was out of frame. So I'm just going to line this up. That is that there. And then I will add the tiny little bit just in the middle to finish off the bow, to give it its definition. And then there you go. And then I will go in with this stamping plate, and I'm just going to take the line and just do it at the top, I'm going to place a bit at the top, a bit at the bottom, and a thinner part at the sides of the nail. I don't think I'll show you all of it. I'm pretty sure I didn't. With these sorts of images, just pick it up slowly, because if you pick it up too fast, it's gonna be patchy. So yeah, just don't do it too fast. Do it in an even slow speed, and then you'll be fine. So I'm just gonna line it up. I noticed that it wasn't going to be connecting properly, so I was trying to sort of figure out a way that I could cut some of it off, but it just didn't work. I thought, well, what about if I try this? I wanted to make it sort of kind of like a, I don't know what you call it, like what's on the end of the scraper, but it just wasn't working. So what I did was I just went in with a thinner line and just finished it off. I did that off camera because I wouldn't have been able to see. It's only a small fraction of a gap, as you can see. But if I would have gone in with the white first and laid this down first, I would have had to have sealed this before I put the bow image on, because otherwise the glitter would have stuck to the white sticky stamping polish, and I didn't want that. So there you go. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of this white I'm just going to connect it just to fill that gap up just at the bow, just like this. Take a tiny little bit, there you go, and then I will put the 2 bits on the side, and then that is that nail finished there. So I'm going to apply a glossy top coat first, because I'm going to go in with the satin top coat, and I can't remember if you can use it straight over stamping or not. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't. But I thought, I really don't want to mess this up and have to redo it all. So yeah, I just went in with the glossy, and then I'll go in with the satin. Apply this over all the nails, and then I'll have my end clip. As I said, this is part of the Shemodern Saturday that Sheree does. So I will have all the details all down below, and I will have the playlist in the pinned comments. Please head over and check out everybody's videos. Thank you so much, Sheree, for inviting me again, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Let me know down below what you think. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye.